Write a diary entry. You can open your books on page 104. Look at the example of a diary entry that Topo wrote. So this diary entry was based on the passage that you did, giving things up, where Topo had to give up his tree house, and now he's writing in his diary. Remember, we start with the date. So he wrote this on 16 August 2013, and you have to write the date out in full. Then you can start with Dear Diary. He did not start with that, but please, when you write your diary, start with Dear Diary. You leave a line open and then you write. He says, "It's been a difficult day. A dove has made a nest in my tree house. She has laid 2 eggs in it. I know that I must keep away. She needs to sit on her eggs so that they will hatch, and she won't do that if I am near. At first I felt angry because my treehouse is my special place, and I was there first. But then I had a chat with my father, and I realized I was being selfish. If I do what I want, there will be no baby doves. But I want to see the baby doves hatch, so I have made a plan. There is a branch on the other side of the tree. It's higher than my treehouse. I'm sure if I sit there, I will be able to see the nest without worrying the dove. I will try it out tomorrow and see if it works." Okay, so grade 6s, you will see this diary entry also has 3 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, he said what happened. He talks about the dove making the nest and what he now has to give up. In the second paragraph, he focuses on his feelings at first. How he felt. He felt angry. He was being selfish. He was very honest when he described his feelings. In the last paragraph, he's now looking forward to something else. So he's realized that this is not the end of the world and he has to make a plan. And now he feels better. So even though the diary entry is about the same thing, each paragraph actually has a different topic sentence, but still overall makes sense. If we turn to page 105, at the top it gives us the instruction. It says, write a diary entry using 50 to 60 words. Follow the steps in the checklist below. Grade 6s, 50 to 60 words are not a lot, so you may write more depending on what you have to say. You have also pasted this checklist in your books. You may take out your highlighter and highlight as you see here on the screen. The checklist, the writing process. First, you are going to start with your planning. But before you start to plan, you have to think of an idea. What do you have to write about? Think about something that you enjoy doing. Imagine that you have to give it up for a while. So grade 6s, this is not a true diary entry. You can make it up. Think of something you enjoy and then make up a reason as to why you cannot do that anymore. Think of the reason why you have to give it up. For example, you broke your leg and now you can't play soccer. You can also think of COVID, since COVID is the reason why we cannot do any sport or culture or just hang out with our friends and family. Make notes about your ideas. In the planning, I said that you must make a mind map, please. Think of words to describe how you feel about giving this thing up. Okay, so it's very important, just like Topo's diary entry, you have to be very honest when you write about how you feel. At number 2, it says write your first draft, and there it explains that your diary entry must have 3 paragraphs. Please stick to these instructions. This is how you are going to ensure that you write a good diary entry. In paragraph 1, what do you have to give up and why? So for instance, you now have to give up your piano lessons. Why? Because it's COVID and your piano teacher is not allowed to visit you at home. Paragraph 2, how it feels not to be able to do this thing and why you feel this way. So you feel sad, you feel angry, you feel scared or anxious because you are not sure when you will do it again. You are stressing about an exam that you have to write or play with your piano and you don't have enough guidance from your teacher to practice. They can't physically help you. So there are a lot of reasons why you are feeling the way you do, and you have to then write that in your diary. Paragraph 3. When will you be able to do it again, and how that makes you feel? So now in paragraph 3, the mood changes. You feel excited. You can't wait because you are soon going to do that activity again. At step 3, revise what you have written. You can't really do anything except read through it and make sure you're happy with the content. Check all the details of the diary, check for full sentences, didn't start with a conjunction, things like that. Number 4, now you edit. Check for spelling, punctuation, all of those things. You have 3 paragraphs, and then finally you write a neat copy in pen. It says at the bottom, leave space to draw a picture. You can just draw a line through that sentence. You don't have to draw a picture after you have written your final piece.